This is Michelle Goldman with Cpmd 1512 Week 3 and the review of the Android User Data app. Let's look at the first aspect of the requirements for this week, which is detecting the connection status of the device and being able to take appropriate actions to prevent undesirable outcomes in user experiences depending on network connectivity and how the user can interact with the app. If we were to go in and let's say add a course, okay, so let's simulate losing the connection. Okay, so now we're in airplane mode, we've got no connection, but if we were to click on save, it is going to alert that there's no network connection, but I do have a save eventually set up so that way the course will still be saved. And we can see here in the cloud, if we update, we've got Julian here as the user, here's Julian. And if we refresh, we don't see the course race listed here. But let's come back and take it out of airplane mode. Okay, and then we'll see here when we refresh the cloud, there's race. So it is set up to save eventually, which will happen as soon as the user is able to reconnect to the network. Now looking at validation, our next requirement for the course. So we're going to try to sign up a user, and we just put in 2 letters and we put in 4 digits for the password, and we click on create account. Then I've actually got labels that appear, plus I also have the error messages that are coming up in the field. So we know that the password must be 8 numbers, and it cannot be alpha, and it's set to a numeric keypad, so there's not an option of putting in alpha. So we'll conform, we'll put in the 8 digits, click on create account, but we know that we still have the error here, and that we know the username must be alpha and it has to be between 4 to 10 characters long. And we can click on the error and then get that. So let's go ahead and put in a username. And then if we come in and we try to do anything other than alpha, it's not going to appear in the field. So let's go ahead and create the account. Okay, now that our account's created, let's try and log in. So if we try to log in, we see we get the error. Username must be between 4 and 10 characters. So let's go ahead and fix that. And then we get another error that pops up here. Password must be 8 numbers. And there we go, and we're able to log in. Okay, so Samuel's a new user. He doesn't have any courses listed yet, so let's go and add a course. And we also have the data validation here as well when adding a new course in. So let's just do this. Okay, I mean, you'll notice that when we go into the times taken field, we only get the numeric keypad, so it's not an option to put in characters since this is a number field. So that kind of takes care of itself. Let's go to save, and we get the prompt and the error that the course must be between 3 and 24 characters long. Okay, so we'll put that in and then save. In the parse cloud, we could see Samuel is created. He's got the course there, which matches with what he has here. So we also needed to be able to implement a way for the user to have a UI control to be able to update the information. So I've got an option here in the action bar to update courses. So let's change the information here. Okay, so we've got the information here, and that's changed. And then let's click on update courses. And here we see that the change has happened. Now we also need to okay, so for the polling service that we had to get running that will run in the background continuously every 20 seconds, all of that's implemented. So I can come in here. I switched users because I have one that has quite a few courses already created. So we'll come in here. Let's change the data. We'll update it here on the cloud. Now, the service is running in the background. We can see the toast alerts that come up every 20 seconds showing that it's running. But what I have noticed is that it is actually taking longer for the screen to update in the list view, but I can get it to update if I just interact with the screen. So I'm not quite sure what's happening there, if it's just a weird technical glitch, but it is updating either way.